Well, a very good morning to you. I was going to do absolutely nothing today. Nothing. Just play with the dog. And take the day off. But my friends have convinced me to join and come and do one of the peaks here. So enjoy these trees while you can. Why is this shaking so much? Enjoy these trees while you can, because most of the day is going to be in sun. And I've already put sun lotion on. So this little section where we're going now is normally part of the park run. Certain section, I think, of the park run that takes place every Saturday. Next one will be once we've gained quite a bit of height. But like I was saying earlier, enjoy the shade of these trees, because there won't be any trees for 90% of the day. Look at that town. That just gives you an idea about the height that we've already gained since my last recording. I don't think I'm going to make many recordings. What is this? It's a railway line. Got another railway line here. Let's see if we can see any snakes in between here. No, no snakes. I present you with George Peak. Right up there. If you look carefully, you might see the little piece of path leading up there. And then the next one could be with rocks, rock formations and all kinds of interesting things. What on earth is inside there? Did some water or something go in there? I wonder. But the fact that this GoPro is still going strong after, I don't know, 6 years or whatever. It'll definitely be a GoPro again after this. Perfect weather today. The world is full of these white flowers. It's obviously their time. Anybody know their name? Please tell me. Try and get to a spot where you can hopefully see. And we even got these white ones. Look at that, with the mountain in the background. Wow. Can you actually see on the camera all the white? Man, I hate it when my shade's in the way. Like that. All the white there. And more white here. I'll try and find out. Even if it means I take a photo and I put it on Georgita staan saam. You know what that means? That means Georgians stand together. Georgites. Okay, let me stop the silly recording. You know, should I record these, like, what is a standbeeld in English? I'll think of the word now.
Which is actually also not a bad idea.
And then just to say that we were here, we've reached this point. But that sounds boring, man. It sounds boring to say, okay, look, we've reached that, we've reached that, we've reached that. And there is the tower, we've reached the tower. But I'll tell you what we've reached is a stunning view. We're not too far off the height of the highest, I would say, point of the Outeniqua pass. And this here has been cleared up. Clearly the grass has been cut here. Look at that. Look at that view. I don't know how to talk. I want to be different today. I just want to be, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Good morning. Look at the video today. Hoe gaan dit met julle mense? Kyk nou na hierdie video vandag. Is julle Afrikaans? Praat julle Afrikaans? Pure Afrikaans, o maat. Julle moet net vir my sê. Look at that. Lots of trees in this town. It's a green town. Stop being silly, I'll record later. And there we go. there. Oh, I'm glad I brought a stick today. Last time I did this was without a stick. It can be quite tricky at sections like this here. Just trying to give an idea about the elevation here, because the GoPro doesn't do justice to the gradient. Here's my stick, maybe this helps. Up goes my stick. And there's a stick, and up goes my stick, etc., etc. I really should wait for somebody to come and stand at the top, they behind now, and record either me or Janine or even Roy coming up here at this tricky little section. You can see other people go up here. It's maybe less slippery. Other people take even a longer route here. Look at that. Other people have created stairs here. You go, now I can see why. Nice. Creating new stairs. I said what one should do is to breathe excessively. You know? Go. And then suddenly you realize that you're not that tired. So maybe it works on your psychology or something. When maybe you're fairly tired, so you go into deliberate overtired mood by breathing very deeply. And then, hey, I'm not that tired. 600 meter mark that we've just passed. 600 meters elevation. But again, guys, don't forget that we're at the sea. We're at the sea. So 600 meters may not sound like much, but you can also start at 600 when you're slightly more into the interior of the mountain, of the country, and then get to 1,002, and that sounds also more dramatic. You know what I mean, man. This section's going to be steep. More stairs at least. Yeah, actually now my stick is an obstacle more than anything here, but let's go up, record this. Yeah, yeah, that's what makes it. Some people say no, they prefer going up. But I prefer going down. There. Got some stairs here now. Got some stairs. We're not too far from the full summit. Once we've reached the full summit, I'll be a gentleman and wait for my friends. One really should be a gentleman and wait for your friends. Maybe take a smoke break or something. Drink some Energite. I haven't even had half an Energite yet. I've got 5 bottles. I love the rocks that in this whole section that become more and more as one gets higher. I'm still waiting for that one particular beautiful piece of rock. Now I don't know if I've passed it. I don't think so. They had a very unique form. Very unique form to it. Since I'm being a gentleman, waiting for my friends, I know I went far ahead, but what I tried to do is to establish round about how long it would take me to get to the top at that pace I was doing now. And the only way I could maybe get a accurate idea is to do a fairly far distance. I wouldn't be able to try and work something out if I only did 200 meters of that with that pace. So the result is that I ended up being quite far ahead of them. Let's look at town and these rocks here. Just listen to the birds. Some water. Nice little water pool for them. And there's water running down there. And what you see up there is the false summit. The false summit. But it's not a lot more after that. Yes, we'll make it. I think, okay, what's the time now? It's about 9 o'clock. And I've been sitting here now for about 15 minutes, I think. 9, 10, maybe I'd be up there by about 11 o'clock if I maintained this pace now. Yeah, 11 o'clock. And going down, you can double the speed. So if we started at, call it 6:30, 7:30, 8, 9, 10 equals 4.5. 4.5 is make it in 2 going down, 11, 12, 1. I'd be able to be back by about 1 o'clock, I think. Somewhere around there, roughly. Like they say in Afrikaans, om en by soort van byna amper, that kind of stuff. Let's wait patiently for them and see if my neighbors maybe WhatsApp me back regarding a message I sent him about my dog, who doesn't stop barking at 2 bunnies that we have in the street there. Always barks non-stop at the bunnies. Cannot make peace with them. Here's that awesome pot that I was thinking about and talking about earlier. These little flowers. These rocks here. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Look at these rocks, guys. This is that interesting, tricky part where there just happened to be a gentleman that was part of the team standing there, and he pulled me up. No gentleman today, and holding camera in the one hand here. Nice and tricky getting up here, where I preferably don't want to slip. Sorry about the shaking. Sorry about the shaking. Now getting our feet up. Throw the stick up. Rule number 1. You've only got one hand. And more rocks, but better steps at least. Almost unbalanced myself there. Here's a footmark as old as the hills here. Nice and steep. Nice, steep. Yeah. Nice. Steep. Quickly gaining some height here. And we've reached the 800-meter mark. Can be done. I want to get myself to a spot where maybe on the false summit up there, where I can look down on them all the way, follow them all the way as they come up to me. I don't want to summit by myself. I should be a gentleman and summit with them. I was so stupid when I was on the trail further down not to go and stand on that edge there for a while. It's almost like you pass it and you don't even realize you've passed it. Love rock formations like that. And whatever those flowers are that look so evenly like a dome, you only see them at higher elevations. I must figure out what they are. They obviously like high elevations. You see them going up here on the higher part, and you see them on Craddock Peak or close up towards Craddock Peak. But we're higher than many other things now. We're higher than Van der Halens, we're higher than Varenkloof or Tunnelbos, we're certainly higher than the tower. We're higher than the Outeniqua Pass. We're probably higher than Vensterberg by now, but not where we want to be yet. Just past the 900-meter mark. 900, yeah. So progressing quickly between 800 and 900. There's Roy at the bottom on that middle rock. Not this big one. Down at the bottom. If you see a yellow vest, a yellow shirt, that's him there. Good for you, Roy, if you can hear me. Was the gentleman that was passing me earlier playing mind games with me? I thought this is, I think he also genuinely thought that this is the false summit. So I'm happily going up here, psychologically prepared to do more, thinking this is a false summit and there's going to be more after this, that there's going to be a dip going down and then back up, further up again. But no, we are summiting. Oh, someone's gonna put up some stupid cross. Reason I say stupid, I don't mean this horribly, but what if everybody, every single person decided to come and put a cross up here now at this summit? What do you think the place would look like? It's not a begrafplaas this, man. Honestly. Very nice wood. But still, really? I mean, I can also feel sentimental about some family member or something. But really, I would not bring some cross and start plonking the place full of anyway, let's stop harping. We have reached the summit. I thought this was going to be the fall summit. Can't believe we're on it. George Peak, 1336 meters. 1336 meters. The gentleman that followed me earlier, you're definitely not going to see him. He is on the trail there. He, I think, has got enough energy to follow that trail and still go up by an elevation, a further elevation of 220 meters. Craddock Peak up there is another 220 meters higher. Not distance, just in higher height. I thought I would find him up here. He really feels like it. Take my hat off to him. Anyway, thanks for joining us so far. Is this lens clean? Is the lens clean? Sorry guys, I just want to clean this a bit here. Hope you are getting a feel of what it's like doing the VK. I'm going to apologize to them and say to them, I'm really sorry. I thought this is a false summit and that I'd wait here for them. But anyway, we are here. Let's wait now. You're not going to hear them, but this place is full of flies here. I've had about an hour to charge the GoPro. My phone's been charging all day long and it's still on 100% because I put it on the power bank. So it's been on the power bank the whole day. So that's still on 100%. And I think this GoPro is just about full. I've been charging it since about 10 o'clock and can't do any harm. The thing is that I'm not really planning on doing much recording. This GoPro is looking right into the sun here. That's better. So I'm not really planning on doing much recording on the way down, but it's still nice to know it is full. So if something significant comes up, at least I know the battery is not running out. Having breakfast, still got 1 liter, that's 1.5 left there, 1.5 liters normal water and 2 Energize, or 1 Energize and 1 Powerade. Is there anything else in the bag here? Nothing else left in the bag. And my breakfast that I'm busy having right here on the top of George Peak. To my surprise, I thought it's the false summit. You can look at the whole town from here. And that. Say goodbye to George Peak there, to that, whatever you call them, pillars?
Trig beacons.
Yeah, trig beacons. I mean, all the way along the coast, right down to Cape Town, probably across the whole country. But that's where we were, and we are making a slow descent. We've just started with that, and oh, I always look forward to it. To me personally, it's just so much easier. There's Janine and Roy ahead of us here, and one can still enjoy the rocks and so on. And I'll tell you, that tower, that's a very tall tower. Still looks pretty small from up here. I've spent 1 3/4 hours up here just enjoying the view because the weather has been absolutely perfect today. Here's this tricky pot, fairly tricky pot, where we came up, and lo and behold, I forgot my stick, my walking stick. But it's not a fancy stick I bought from any shop. It's just a stick that I got from, that I picked up as we started the trail. Let's do this again so you can get an idea. Boy, oh boy, I love this rock formation. Let me just take a quick photo looking the opposite way here. I know I said I'm not going to record much going down, but this is worth recording. These rocks, the color of these rocks stand out so well above the rest here. If it shakes a bit, my sincere apologies, because it is a bit uneven and we might get, I can't remember if this is the other section with a tricky pot. Let's yeah, let's see. Gotta go down with your backside here. Down. Options, left or right. I think I'll go for right here. But this particular rock is very slippery. Very slippery. Yes. Yes, we can do it. Janine was my main inspiration to come today. I don't know how she manages it. Every week. Where are we going this week? I want to go and do that. I want to go and do Georgebeek. I want to go and do Outeniqua. Every week she wants to do something. You can't say no. If she wants to go and climb a peak, you must join. Check the rock from this angle again. And Janine doing well. Done Craddock Peak with us already. Am I right? Or am I exaggerating, Janine?
I love the mountain.
I'll record maybe later. There's a good chance that we're gonna go for a swim, and I might record there.
Try to swim where I haven't swum before.
This is my first recording since high up in the mountain. We were adamant that we were going to swim on the way down. And of course, the only thing about this water with its minerals is that you can't see what is below. Don't be deceived by the color of the water. That doesn't mean it's dirty. It's just minerals that are in it. Man, you must feel the top layer. The top layer of this water is fantastic. It's hot, warm, the top here, and then if you mix the bottom up with your hand like this, up, bring it up, and it's perfect temperature. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Meld, kyk ander kant toe. Ek wil net die berg kry. Okay. Look at the mountain. And we were right on the top, in the middle. Georgebeek. Oh boy, I'm so glad I decided to also come and join for this swim here. Ooh, definitely worth it. And of course it's very close to full. Very close to full. Sorry for shaking a bit. So look at the beautiful trees around this little dam. Pond, as they would call it in Canada and America, or the States I should say. They would call it a pond. Here in South Africa, no doubt, we call this a dam. Maybe enough of this recording. Thanks for joining. Let's make it our last one. Thanks for joining. If you have watched all of this, I appreciate it. Leave comments. That would really be nice if you leave some comments, suggestions, anything. Click on that like button at the bottom and be on the lookout for the next one. Next weekend we're going to do something else again. See you again. Bye.